Hello there. In this video, we're going to look how to use it Gigapixel AI. We're going to review, and most important, we'll look on some options to make your image work better. Gigapixel's AI, its standalone applications can work as a plug-in with Photoshop or all by itself, and it's allowed to upscale images or remove artifacts from the images with utilizing AI. It's not one of the AI like Stable Diffusion or other things which is heavily modified. It's a very accurate type of AI which kind of work and allow to increase like sharpness and everything, add some even details without altering too much original image. And I think too much because when we get closer you can see it, but general image will stay very nice. Also, nice things about this Topaz AI, it is perpetual license, so when you purchase it's actually stay with you. You don't need to pay any subscriptions in anything, and you can see right here it's $99. However, I found many times it's going on sale as well. Okay, link for the Topaz Labs will provide down below, so you can go check for yourself. It does provide quite a bit upscaling on images, and it's have some pluses and minuses. So let's go ahead and look. Right here I have it applications, and you'll notice it's on the corner says 2 updates available. You can purchase to the plan. It's actually what I have it. It is called maintenance plan, where it's all updates for free, but you don't need to, so it's still working. Like here's example. I purposely does not update it, so I just want to show you that if you don't even update it, application still fully working and everything. Of course, with updates, they update some new engines and everything. Does it worth it? It's up to you, but it's not required. So you always can just buy once and leave it. As you're working with image, you can work with single image or group of the image, and this is what I actually like it. Recently, I did review for Magnific, I think it's called, one of the most powerful upscaler, AI upscaler I saw, but it's a huge withdrawal with that one because one, it does not allow you to process multiple images at the same time. For me, it's important. For example, if I have a set of the low resolution images or other things, I can put it here, all of them, and it will process for me in as well as single image. So let's go ahead, just work with one image, and you can see right here, I just simple drag and drop image, and you'll have 2 screens. One screen on your left side, it is original, and on the right it's what will look like after upscale. Notice right here you can see those dots. If we come closer, this is pixelizations going on our left side, and on the right side those pixelization kind of gone because it is how we'll look upscale. So this is our preview screens. And also right in our top navigation, you can see this teeny tiny square. We can move around. This is how close currently we actually can preview. So we can go around here and give it a second, and you can see how the grass now look much better. What's nice about this AI, it's analyze image, analyzing content, and based on it, we'll use it. If we look down below, right here, we have actually properties and options that we can modify for this application. Of course, you can crop or modify image if you want to shrink size. It is provided as a simple image editor options here. As well, down below, you can modify specifically width, height for the image if you want stretch or increase. And also you have your upscale. Notice the upscale right here set to the 8. You can type more upscale. I would recommend just go stick around with a pre-select, save it, and try to re-upscale again, because it's like everything, it's have some limitation, because you can upscale teeny tiny to the big image, but if it's not enough information, it's just not enough information to do. It does a better job on this. Below we have special models for what using on our image. And what I'm meaning by models, it's okay, let's go zoom out here. It's meaning depend on what subject inside or how the image was compressed or use it. Based on this, you want to use those models. If you forget what models do, you can notice you can roll over this eye, and right here you have a description of the models. This is very helpful. Usually in many cases you want to use your standard preset, which is actually utilize medium quality image. It's not teeny tiny image from like cameras, smartphones, or other places. High fidelity for high quality images. And if you, for example, use it like a render in a Mid-Journey, I will say use it high fidelity. If you upscale in Mid-Journey image, you can upscale even higher here with better quality. Next, you have it art and CG. Art CG does not necessarily have this texturing, because if we look closer to some of this, like very close right here, you'll notice the texturing have a little bit grainishy and other stuff. Most of CG and line art and everything, they won't have this or have it very low. In this case, if you selected art or CG, they kind of will start smoothing and ignore some of those elements. Low resolution for like very teeny tiny images, maybe very old ones you want, or if you want to take like thumbnail of something and want increasing, so that you use it low resolution. Lines, it's of course for architecturals or building, for example, if you have the images. In this case, it's actually will try to clean up those lines. You have it very compressed. Well, it's a self-explanatory. If you have JPEG and JPEG, are kind of very notorious, you know, even with no compression, it still have compression inside. So that is you want change. And based on this, you can always change this. In the models, you will notice they will update in time. Like, for example, you have this standard 2, high fidelity 2, you have standard 1, and all. So it's have some legacy models from old one. And the reason some people find them work better, but I think in many cases it's a leave it for the consistency. For example, if you have several images before and you process them in version 1, and then you decide to use it version 2, and you find they work a little bit different. For example, version 2 work better than 1, but you're still producing as a first batch, then you can select version 1 and make them all look together. Down below, you can notice right here you have some specific options. Those options may change depend on what model you selected. And you notice right here, high fidelity provide some of this. If you switch to art, some of them disappear from this. Currently, you also can have an option to select it after. So if we click here, you'll notice it's a standard with some automatic options selected for us. And let's uncheck here. And in our settings, we'll have it our minor denoise. Some images, like in here, when you remember we got very, very close, you have those noises. And noise can be natural. Usually it's from all time when you have the film, when you have those crystals of the silver oxide inside, which react to the lights, and this was creating this noise. Sometimes in the film we want to look like original or old. Noise is good, but sometimes you want very clean, because noise may affect some elements like eyes or teeth look very bad. So in this case, you want to reduce this. Same motion, minor deblurring, mostly out of focus, or if it's your shutter speed wasn't fast enough for the photography, you will have it some small blur, not big one, small. And mostly it's happening if you're shooting with holding camera in your hands, you still a little bit shutter, and you don't have any good opticals or other stabilization. Then you will have just little bit ghosting around this blurring, and this is work very well. Remove this. Same fixed compression. This is you can increase it and base it on how much JPEG, for example, compression file with those, you know, squares artifacts. So this is will fix it. You also have additional options, and this is more work with AI, like face recovery. So in case if your eyes kind of look ugly or something is happening, so it will fix this. And you have a gamma correction for the lighting. This is very nice, simple, fast to use it. Down below, you'll notice we have options to work with this. So, for example, right here, T3, we have this image loading. We have it original resolution. Next, we have it next resolution that we can use it. And here's I give you comparison with Magnific, which again I think it's very superior, but I don't like several things, and I wish they change this. They probably will. One, it is only work and export as JPEG. I did not find other ways. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But here we can export in TFF, PNG, in any format, and we'll show in a second how it does its work. So that is a plus. Next, there is limited to 10,000 pixels, so you cannot go too big. Here you technically can go as big as you want it, as long as your computer can hold this as well. And of course, here you have it, as I mentioned before, you can have it batch processing versus this, all what you need to do. We'll look on some of these properties. Let's go jump to the top left, where we have it, the basic navigation, like file, open, images, save, close it, close all images if you have to process. Next, you have it edit with included preferences, and preferences will include some pre-default like your export options. And of course, you have your privacy, resize, face recovery if you want to use it, with a check which specifically you want to enhance, hair, neck, and other options. You have it also your shortcut for additional options. So let me go close this one. In a view, just simple how you preview. Currently, it's a side by side. You can split view. You can view with a line going like arrow right here. You can see split view, and I can use my bar just to move around and compare this way. It depends how you prefer. Actually, in many cases, I do prefer from set up this way. Then I can look a little bit better, and I have the same bigger image, so I don't need kind of try to readjust those two smaller images. Okay, next we also have our selections. If you have any selection done like masking, account, and help with the also documentation is reside. So overall, it's very simple, very nice, and very solid way. I did a review before. I put a link down below where we'll look and compare Gigapixel with Adobe, new Adobe algorithm upscale. We compare with many online upscalers and other things. And in most of them, Gigapixel has gone on top. But I need to put it a little bit quotation because my latest with Magnific perform in some cases better, but it's too expensive. I mean, 1 month, $99 is almost price of this application. That is kind of a spicy piece of software to use online. You don't own anything. So in this case, I think Topaz is definitely a winner. Okay, so we'll select it. You can select multiple images also uploaded, just drag and drop. You look down below, you have your model select here, all additional properties as you select preview. Next, let's go click on save image. And as we click on save image, you'll notice right here you have it queue if you have more than one image, and you have it your export settings. One suffix, which is end to the end of the image, because it's one override your existing image. It will create new and add a suffix. You can modify this suffix how you want, like upscaler or whatever you want it. By default, it will be Gigapixel. Next, you want to specify, do you want to apply this to the filter to the file name? So check by on by default. Where you want to save original folder, it's meaning if you in the same folder what was, or you can select different folder. And this is a format, and you can notice it's have it quite a bit format: JPEG, PNG, TFT, or DNG. So you have it multiple format: TFT, TIFF, TIFF. It is non-compressed one. You can use it. PNG also very nice in preserve transparency, and DNG mostly like raw format type of the file. And of course you have your bit depth, 16-bit, 18, whatever, or preserve your original. So this is actually a nice way to create image lossless, non-compressed, so you have the best quality. After this, you just click save, and it will perform this operation. You can see it says processing at this time. So it's do all this work on your computer. This is, keep in mind, it's not the cloud. It's utilize power of your computer. So if you have a better video card and processor, definitely it will work faster. And when it's done, it just starts saving on that area where it's originally located. And after this, we'll have it our new file created. Notice as it's created, it's also telling PNG original 7 megabyte and now put it 1.8 gigabyte. That is a huge file actually created by this. I did not realize, but keep in mind the files can be very, very big. You know what is interesting things? I remember when I had a computer and I had 16 megabyte RAM on my computer, and I thought it is enough. And speak about the memory, you know, Bill Gates, when he was young, he says, non-computer should need more than 16 megabyte because you can run anything in a 16 megabyte memory. Well, that was definitely wrong. Just look on these images. Okay, and this is about all. It's a very easy, simple to use. With the models, the standard 2 will work very well in most cases, but if you do architecture, I strongly recommend switch for you to the lines because that will perform much, much better. Again, all links will be down below for you, including to the Topaz Gigapixels. Thank you for watching this video and have a great day.